I'll tell you, I saw something today, and I'll tell you, wow, I am not going shopping anytime soon. This really found this a little disturbing. Fecal matter found on 72% of grocery carts. 72% of grocery carts have fecal matter. Now, Podcast Rob said he didn't need to know that. Michigan sent me the vomit emoji, and yeah, that's going to stay with me for a while. But you have to tell everybody what's going on in the world, or else they won't know what's going on. Kind of like Rob sent me a text, which I never got, which I'm a little suspicious. Did it actually happen? If a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, did it really fall? He said he sent it to me. I have no proof of that. He can send me probably a screensaver. Oh, and Aaron has joined us too. Aaron has joined us. Wonderful stuff. He sent me something very funny. He sent me Kelly LeBrock, who I had a major crush on from Weird Science. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, and then she was married to dipshit Steven Seagal, who reportedly hit her. Just annoys the hell. Steven Seagal's a douchebag. So, I'm going to piss off some people right now. Do you think Kobe Bryant needs 3 statues? I could see one, and one with his daughter I think is beautiful, but 3 statues outside the Crypto Center, which never sounds right to me. 3 statues? What do you think about that? 3 statues. I think that's a tad much. I mean, you don't know any other athletes that have 3 statues outside of an arena. Yeah, I'm not 100%. I think that's a lot. I think it's a lot. But what do I know? I'm just a man, not the man, just a man, not the man. Yeah, and they had the NFL honors last night, and Prince Harry was there, and everybody was like speechless. Why? So he spends a day with his dad, who just gets cancer, flies back, and the thing he has to go to, he's got 2 young kids, is he's got to go to the NFL Honors Awards because that's so important. Yeah, Aaron agrees with me. 3's a lot. But Prince Harry needs to be at the NFL Honors Awards, and everybody's all like, oh, he's on. I'm like, does anybody care? I don't care. I feel like it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, who cares? The awards also are a little much. Now, they just started this a couple of years ago with the NFL Honors, which, we need a award show. And, Podcast Rob sent me that Wink Martindale is now taking over as the defensive coordinator with Sharon Moore. So I sent it to Michigan. She said, didn't he have problems with the Giants? And then Milton sent me, didn't he have problems at his last 2 jobs, respectively, with the Ravens and Giants? Yes. But he also said, well, I heard that Dable's kind of an asshole, which, I don't know if I totally don't disagree with him on that front. Dable has a lot of energy. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how that's going to work out. A lot of experience, so I like that about him, but I don't know if he is the answer they have a lot of talent coming back with Michigan, and I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, time will tell on that front, so we shall see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's been coaching for a long time, so he's got that going for him, and Michigan lost their head coach. Harbaugh went to the Chargers, brought Minter with him. And I guess we're going to see what happens. So Wink Martindale is going to be in Ann Arbor. I guess he's going to make at least $2 million a year. I would think he's not taking the job. He had to be making that with the Giants. And he had to be making some money, coaching. And, because funny, on a company Jason, they were talking about old Giants teams. I said, maybe you guys should clone Eli. And then you can have, you bring all the guys back and you can have a good team next year because you have problems with you don't know, you guys don't trust your starting quarterback situation right now, and I guess we're going to see what happens next season. But it doesn't compare to the Jets. Oh, my God. So Woody Johnson made his first comments. I really, whatever he has to say is just ridiculous. Here's a guy who brought back a coaching staff that went 7-10 last year and totally imploded and had no backup quarterback plan, played Zach Wilson. So he slammed Zach Wilson, put heat on Saleh, but he brought all these guys back. He said, also heat on Joe Douglas. Playoff mandate. Playoff mandate. So basically, it's playoffs or bust next season. This is it. This is what Johnson said. This is it. This is the time to go. We've got to produce this year. Don't you have to produce every year? And the fans must be going like, what is going on here? Why does he talk? Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. They were 31st total yards last year, 29th in scoring. Got to do better than 7 wins, definitely, he said. Offense. That's what he wants Salah to worry about. He has Ulbrich for the defense. Must offense. Got to make it happen this year. This has to be the year. Has to happen this year. We got to do it this year. And, sure. Yeah. Woody Johnson. Unbelievable. And on top of it, what else did he say? Oh, he said, definitely need a backup quarterback. I mean, we didn't need it last year, but this year we definitely need a backup quarterback. What is going on here? We're not winning, but this year we must make the playoffs. We must have a backup quarterback. I'm embellishing a little bit here, but Woody values Aaron's input. They are digesting how to interpret his opinions on how a team is built. They're digesting it, Aaron. They are digesting it. He needs an interpreter, he said, but couldn't be more impressed. Wow, the Jets are in major fucking trouble. Major fucking trouble. We're going to interpret it, Aaron says, digest it, and then we're going to go on how to build a team. Because Aaron Rodgers is a GM. Aaron Rodgers is a 40-year-old quarterback going to play. He's going to play a 17-game season next year, and that's going to happen. Yes, Aaron, Woody is a hypocrite. You can't tell me he had nothing to do with, yes. So how do you feel as a Jets fan when your owner is just repeating what all the fans said at the end of last season, and you brought everybody back, and now it's a playoff mandate? It should have been a playoff mandate this season, where instead Salah took the excuse, I lost my quarterback, so whatever happens this season happens. And they brought him back. And they brought back Joe Douglas, who was enamored with Zach Wilson. And I read all this, I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Josh, you got to be kidding me. I feel for Jay. I feel for Broccoli Rob. I feel for Marco. I feel for Josh. I feel for Aaron. Oh, my God. It's just like, it just goes on and on and on and on. All the Jets fans out there. I feel for you guys, man. That Woody Johnson is just like, do they think we're all morons? Do they think we're all idiots? Do they think we have our heads in the sand? Unbelievable playoff mandate. We're digesting what Aaron says. Very impressed with him, but we got to digest because we don't know how to build a fucking team because we don't have good coaching staff here, and we don't have a backup quarterback plan, and we better have one next year because Aaron Rodgers isn't playing 17 games. I hope he does, but that's probably not going to happen. Yeah, you can't. Oh, my God. Just like, holy shit. I read that and I wanted to throw up. I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth. Hey, Josh, remember, if you go to the supermarket, the carts have 72%, they said, fecal matter on those carts. So be careful. When you go shopping, wipe that shit down. Wipe it down. Or else go at your own peril. I'm always wiping it down. You can see people there. Just nasty, man. Nasty. I bring my own bags if I can. Oof. Give me the chills, man. Not in a good way. Oh, how excited are you guys? NFL's going to be in Madrid. Yes, Josh is wiping every time. Good for you. Madrid 2025. It's going to be at Real Madrid's football stadium. Dolphins and Bears have marketing rights. I didn't know that teams had marketing rights in countries and stuff. Teams will be announced to be announced in the future. Thank you, Barry Jackson. But yeah, so I mean, we need a football game because it's a global sport. Football is not a global sport. You can say whatever the hell you want. It's not a global sport. And if it's watched, it's a niche thing overseas. Soccer is king. Soccer will always be king. I mean, football's fun and all, but it's not like people are going to get a football and playing 12 on 12 and knocking each other's heads off. A lot of pretty boys overseas too. They don't want to hit each other in the heads. They want to kick a soccer ball. That's the sport they grew up on. That's just me. Yeah. So wink. Bill O'Brien it hasn't official, but it's supposed to be official to BC. How about Stanford gets tight end? The Stanford tight end is going to Georgia. Benjamin Yurosek, 108 catches, 1,342 yards, 5 touchdowns, last 3 years. He's finishing up his degree at Stanford. He is the real freaking deal. And I like him. I've read about him last year. He only played 6 games last year, 16 catches, 239, a touchdown. Also can run the ball. And they had Brock Bowers, who is going to be one of the top 10, going to be